This U.S. fighter jet could unleash 3,000 rounds per minute, mowing down targets with terrifying precision. Another? It slipped through enemy defenses undetected. The Vietnam War wasn't just fought on the ground. It raged in the skies above, and the U.S. Air Force needed aircraft that could take on every kind of mission. These are the USAF fighter jets that dominated the air war in Vietnam. First up is a small but powerful jet, the A-37 Dragonfly, also known as the Super Tweet. Made by Cessna, this jet didn't look like much at first, but it proved that good things really do come in small packages. Originally built as a trainer, the Dragonfly quickly found a new purpose in combat when the U.S. Air Force saw its potential for close air support in Vietnam. Equipped with a 7.62mm minigun firing 3,000 rounds per minute, the A-37 was ready for some serious action. Its compact size allowed it to fly low and deliver precise strikes against enemy targets, all while dodging enemy fire. During Operation Combat Dragon, this jet was put to the test with reinforced landing gear and extra fuel tanks, allowing it to handle Vietnam's tough conditions with ease. Pilots recall how its small size and agility made it hard to hit, making it a reliable and respected support for soldiers on the ground. The Dragonfly might not have looked fierce, but its accuracy, speed, and durability quickly earned it a reputation as a fighter to be reckoned with. Next up is the A-1 Skyraider, or as those who depended on it called it, Sandy. Unlike the sleek jets cutting through the skies of Vietnam, the Skyraider was a propeller-driven throwback from World War II. But this was no ordinary relic. Its slower speed and rugged design made it ideal for Vietnam's unique demands. The A-1's real strength was its ability to carry a huge load of bombs, rockets, and napalm, allowing it to stay in the fight for hours. While faster jets zoomed in and out, the Skyraider could hover over battle zones, delivering steady firepower and crucial support. In search and rescue missions, it became a hero. Think of a downed American pilot stuck behind enemy lines, with the Skyraider circling low, fending off threats and clearing the way for rescue helicopters. The A-1 Skyraider's tough design meant it could take serious damage and still get the job done. Pilots would talk about how this aircraft returned from missions dented and scarred, but ready to fly again, proving just how durable it was. While designed for combat, it also had a remarkable ability to serve as a rescue escort aircraft. It carried survival supplies like medical kits, food, and even radios in drop containers to aid downed pilots waiting for rescue. At a time when sleek supersonic jets were all the rage, the Skyraider's slower, rugged power showed that sometimes old-school toughness wins the day. For ground troops in Vietnam, spotting a Skyraider overhead meant help had arrived, and for the Air Force, it was a symbol of mission success. Next up is the F-100 Super Sabre, the U.S. Air Force's first supersonic jet fighter blazing a new path in aviation. Known to its pilots as the Hun, this jet was initially built for air-to-air superiority with its sleek, swept-back wings and the ability to break the sound barrier. It was a Cold War marvel, meant to match the Soviet Union's best. But in Vietnam, the F-100 found a new calling in ground support. It wasn't a perfect ride. Early versions faced stability issues, and pilots learned to handle the tricky Sabre dance that could send the jet into a spin. Over time, though, the F-100 and its pilots adapted, turning it into a dependable asset for close air support. The real strength of the Super Sabre was its staying power. The F-100 could stay airborne longer than most jets, which made it perfect for those long missions over Vietnam's jungles, rivers, and villages. It also holds the title as the first U.S. Air Force jet to fly supersonic speeds in level flight. It handled thousands of bombing runs, showing that despite its rocky beginning, it was a jet that could be counted on. Sure, it had its quirks, but its durability and ability to adapt made the Super Sabre a crucial part of the U.S. air fleet in Vietnam. Now, let's get into the F-105 Thunderchief, or as everyone called it, the Thud. This jet was something special, a nuclear strike bomber that evolved into a fast, powerful ground attacker. Built to handle heavy loads, the Thunderchief quickly became the Air Force's go-to jet for bombing missions over North Vietnam. The single-seat, single-engine F-105 could deliver a bomb payload greater than some of the heavy bombers used in World War II, such as the B-17 Flying Fortress and the B-24 Liberator. The Thud was a powerhouse in Operation Rolling Thunder, a massive bombing campaign aimed at North Vietnamese infrastructure. With a bomb capacity of over 14,000 pounds, it could hit multiple critical targets in a single mission. But these missions came with high risks. The F-105 often flew low, through fierce anti-aircraft fire, making it one of the most dangerous assignments. Losses were steep, but F-105 pilots, known as Thud drivers, earned a reputation for courage and loyalty, forming a close-knit bond as they faced intense battles together in the skies. Despite the dangers, the Thunderchief proved itself over and over. With its speed, power, and ability to take a beating, it earned a place as the heavyweight champion of the Vietnam skies. By the end of its service, the F-105 Thunderchief had become an icon of American strength and determination, truly capturing the spirit of the Vietnam Air War. Next up, we have a true icon of the Vietnam War, the F-4 Phantom. Known for its loud double-engine roar and lightning-fast speed, this jet was all about versatility. The Phantom could reach Mach 2 and was designed to handle both dogfights and ground support, making it a true all-around powerhouse. In Vietnam's skies, the F-4 Phantom excelled at taking on North Vietnamese MiGs. Armed with radar-guided missiles and a huge arsenal of bombs, it quickly became a feared adversary. The Phantom also introduced the secretive combat tree system, which let it detect and engage enemy aircraft from greater distances. Truly impressive, especially when it came to taking down the swift MiG-21s. The F-4 Phantom wasn't just powerful, it had a unique two-person setup, with a pilot in the front and a weapons systems officer in the back. This teamwork made it incredibly precise at tracking and engaging enemy targets. The F-4 Phantom was so versatile and in demand that during the Vietnam War, it became the only aircraft to be used by both the U.S. Navy's Blue Angels and the U.S. Air Force Thunderbirds flight demonstration teams. For many, the Phantom symbolized American air power at its best. Whether in intense dogfights or precision bombing runs, the F-4 Phantom carved out its place as one of Vietnam's most iconic jets, a legacy that's still remembered today. And if you want to find out more about how it took down Vietnam's entire air force in under 15 minutes, make sure to check out our video on Operation Bolo. Finally, we have the F-111 Aardvark, an aircraft with some unique tricks up its wings, literally. The F-111 was one of the first jets equipped with variable sweep wings, allowing it to switch from low-speed maneuverability to high-speed flight in an instant. This adaptability made it perfect for Vietnam, where it often operated in hostile, unpredictable environments. The F-111's specialty was nighttime deep penetration bombing. With its advanced avionics and radar jamming capabilities, the Aardvark could enter enemy territory undetected, strike high-value targets, and escape before anti-aircraft defenses could react. The F-111's night missions became legendary, as it would descend silently over targets, releasing bombs with pinpoint accuracy before disappearing back into the night. Its unique design allowed it to fly at high speeds and low altitudes, skimming over treetops and hills to avoid radar detection. Though the F-111 faced technical issues early on, it eventually became a vital asset in the later stages of the war. For the U.S. Air Force, the Aardvark represented the future of warfare, a sleek, high-speed attack aircraft that could operate under the cover of darkness and evade detection. The F-111 Aardvark's contributions marked a shift in air strategy, paving the way for more sophisticated aircraft in future conflicts. Each of these jets played a crucial role in Vietnam, each bringing unique strengths that helped shape the U.S. air campaign. Whether it was the rugged Skyraider rescuing stranded pilots, the fearless Thunderchief taking on impossible missions, or the adaptable Phantom winning dogfights, these jets were more than just machines. They were lifelines for the troops below. Which of these iconic jets do you think made the biggest impact? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out our other videos for more unbelievable stories from history.